Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I've got a few. I've bought a couple of low value ones during lockdown as well. Probably one of the rare people that have been expanding their portfolio. I'm probably a bit mad though. That's why.
Yeah. Well, no, I like that. It's good. Roughly speaking, where are those properties that you bought in lockdown?
So there's a few in the Scottish borders and a few over on the west coast, Ayrshire, that kind of direction. My strategy is I usually buy not so nice properties, those needing a bit of a love, do them up, and then rent them out.
Is that BRR or BRRRRR?
I don't know.
Your favourite thing is the BRs, brrs. I've been spending too much time on like Facebook spin group and all that.
I don't know what you want to call it. I'm a simpleton, but just anything that needs a bit of love, do it up to a nice standard, get it rented out. That's the idea. But I think, I don't know. There's a lot of people are put off buying at the moment, which is good and bad. It's good if you're looking for a distressed property, someone who needs to sell. Great for those kind of people. And it's not the only other challenge as well with being a buy-to-let landlord at the moment is obviously if someone leaves at the moment, trying to fill it, because there's only certain types of people that you're meant to offer the property to. I guess is the only other challenge. I'm not so lucky. I've had a few tenants have to leave due to not being able. I was quite lucky in that they owned up and said, I can't pay my rent and I want to move out. You obviously can't evict. I got lucky in that regard, and then got lucky that I managed to find people who fit the criteria to move in. And I'm guessing there's a lot of landlords haven't been so lucky.
Yeah, it's quite difficult at the moment understanding what you can and cannot do, because some letting agents are still conducting viewings or exit inspections, others are just not doing anything like that. So it is quite tricky. If you're advertising the property and you find a key worker, then you think you've got some kind of reason for moving forward and carrying out those duties. But yeah, it's quite tricky. I think we're working towards, Chris and I thought we were working towards the 18th of June as the date that things would get back, is the start of phase 2. But we had a discussion yesterday, or earlier on the week, on another Property Pow Wow, and a person thought it was going to be earlier than that, possibly than the 18th of June, but it would be announced by the Scottish Government with 72 hours notice that things are just going to start opening again with regards to maybe the construction sector and the property related duties. But I don't know. What do you think, Paul? When do you think you'll be able to get into a property again, one that's maybe not empty, because maybe you have been visiting empty properties, or what duties have you completely just stopped doing?
Yeah, so this has been quite a kind of bugbear for us over the last few weeks. We've stuck 100% to the rules, and the rules being that you're only meant to travel if it's essential that you do, and somebody going to view a house isn't classed as essential travel. If it was maybe an investor, then they could class that as their business and they're working out with their work. But essentially, we've battened down the hatches and said there'll be no face-to-face viewings, and we've conducted online viewings. We were really holding out. Last Thursday, the Scottish Government announced that there will be guidelines for every industry, and they'll be released in the next few days. Now, we're a week on, and those guidelines haven't been released for, as far as I know, any industries. I've been speaking to teachers, people in construction, and nobody seems to know anything more than they did last week. So at the moment, we're working for the 18th of June for properties that have people in them. We're in consultation at the moment. We're going to speak to an insurance company for properties that are empty. So if a property is empty, as of tomorrow, I'm allowed to go and sit in my friend's back garden. I'm allowed to go and view an empty property that nobody's in, so there's no safety risks, and obviously we'll have a PPE on. So yeah, that's probably been the toughest thing for us through lockdown, is we're getting phone calls every day for people wanting to view properties, and we're advising them they can't do it, and the reply is, well, other estate agents are doing it. But we also know that other agents have been reported to trading standards and things like that as well. So we've built a reputation on really doing the best thing by our customers. So we're trying to stick to that.